Words, the essential components of human communication, have a surprising hidden power. As we dig further, we'll discover that words are more than just instruments of communication. They have the capacity to mold our reality, direct our behavior, and have an impact on the environment. Words have always been held in high regard and reverence by people, and entire civilizations across a wide range of cultures and belief systems. In many religions, words have served as more than just a means of communication. They are considered to be the embodiment of spiritual truth and divine wisdom. These sounds and symbols are not chosen at random. Rather, they are viewed as a direct conduit to the profound, the transcendent, the ascendant, and the sacred. Words are synonymous with the divine itself. The Word of God, spoken or written, is considered the creative force behind the universe. For instance, the Christian Gospel of John opens with the phrase, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." This statement exemplifies the belief that words have the ability to create reality, mold it, and disclose the divine plan. Words become the link between people's inner and outer worlds, because they enable us to express our thoughts, feelings, and attitudes. This is just one more way that words have the power to transcend. They allow us to communicate our deepest emotions and ideas, forging relationships with people and fostering a sense of community. Words have the special capacity to carry multiple meanings, and their interpretations can be influenced by context, culture, and individual perspectives. Nevertheless, it is within the nuances of language that we discover its complexity and potential for both illumination and obfuscation. Through language, we express love, convey empathy, and inspire hope. This duality emphasizes how crucial it is to comprehend the exact meanings and uses of words in our daily lives. Although language is our primary means of communication, it has inherent limitations that have fascinated philosophers and thinkers for centuries. One of these limitations is that language cannot adequately convey the breadth and complexity of human ideas and experiences. Words, by definition, reduce the richness of lived experience to discrete symbols and sounds, simplifying and categorizing reality. This limitation is eloquently stated in the well-known proverb. In other words, there are aspects of the human experience that language just cannot adequately capture. As they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. This restriction is even more noticeable when it comes to feelings and sensations. How can one express in words the intense joy of a transcendent moment or the depths of grief in the loss of a loved one? This restriction is known as negative capability. As poet John Keats put it, the ability to acknowledge that there is ambiguity, uncertainty, and mystery in the face of language's inadequacy. Furthermore, words are essentially subjective and frequently have meanings and interpretations that differ depending on the individual and the culture. This subjectivity can result in misinterpretations and miscommunication, since different people may associate words with different emotions or mental images. The inaccuracy of language is especially noticeable when we struggle with abstract concepts. The inherent magic woven into words and sounds that people have harnessed for both practical and mystical purposes has been recognized by various cultures throughout time. In the ancient world, words were not only considered as tools of communication, but as conduits for extraordinary power and influence. These cultures held the view that certain word combinations, when spoken with intention, have the ability to alter reality itself. The use of spells and incantations is a startling illustration of the belief in the magical power of words. People used carefully constructed words and rituals to call upon particular deities or invoke divine forces. In ancient Egypt, Greece, and Mesopotamia, numerous incantations were employed to heal the sick, ward off evil spirits, and even manipulate nature. It was believed that spoken words served as a conduit to the divine realm, where the intentions of those speaking could affect cosmic forces, whether we are aware of it or not. Every word we say starts a series of vibrational effects. This idea, which has roots in both conventional wisdom and contemporary quantum physics, contends that words are more than just vocalizations. They also possess energy and resonance. While negative words add to the vibrational load of negativity in our individual and collective experiences, positive words emit frequencies of harmony. The concept of vibratory consequences is consistent with the age-old conviction regarding the efficacy of mantras and affirmations. It is said that mantras, which are composed of particular sounds or words repeated rhythmically, can produce vibrational patterns that alter one's consciousness and reality in the way that one wishes. It is crucial to understand that our thoughts and emotions are closely linked to the words we speak, and that the vibratory consequences of our words can reflect our inner world. In this context, repeating positive affirmations helps to shift one's vibrational frequency, leading to a more positive and harmonious life. Therefore, the mindful use of words is not merely a matter of external communication, but a profound internal practice. By choosing our words with awareness and positivity, we can shape not only our immediate interactions, but also our broader life experiences. The need for a common language emerges as a unifying force. Amid the diversity of languages and specialized terminologies that exist in our world, a common language acts as a bridge of understanding, facilitating effective communication and the sharing of knowledge among various groups of people. Throughout history, societies have realized the significance of a common language for daily communication, trade, and the exchange of ideas. The creation of a lingua franca, or common tongue spoken by speakers of various native tongues, has been essential in promoting cooperation and cross-cultural exchange. Those from different backgrounds are brought together by a common language, which also helps them communicate, work together, and solve issues as a group. But the value of a common language goes beyond practical considerations. It is also inextricably linked to the propagation of common values and the preservation of cultural heritage. Sharing a common language makes it possible to pass down cultural myths, customs, and knowledge from one generation to the next. It serves as a storehouse of shared memories that binds communities together via a common story. As a result, the value of a common language comes from its ability to foster a sense of cultural continuity and belonging a society in addition to its function as a communication tool. In the field of dialogue, honesty and simplicity have a special power, since it transcends linguistic complexity and resonates with universal human experiences. The use of straightforward, honest language is not only a matter of clarity, but also a means of fostering genuine connections among people. This makes it relatable and accessible to people from a variety of backgrounds. The request for simple language is a practical strategy for dealing with social and domestic issues, rather than just an aesthetic choice. In intricate and twisted conversations, the fundamentals of communication are frequently overlooked. Straightforwardness and language remove the barriers to communication, allowing for efficient and direct exchange of ideas. People who communicate in plain, honest language foster an environment of openness and sincerity that promotes understanding, cooperation, and trust. Furthermore, the value of simplicity in language extends to education, especially when it comes to instructing young learners. When children are exposed to language that is uncomplicated and free of superfluous details, they not only learn how to communicate effectively, but also gain a deeper comprehension of the meaning behind words. This early exposure to straightforward language gives them the skills necessary to negotiate the complexities of language and thought. As they mature, we have now discussed the dangers of verbosity and the necessity of simplicity in communication. Words, in all their complexity and simplicity, have the capacity to influence both the course of each of our individual lives and the future of humanity as a whole. May we all be aware of this hidden power and use it to create a world where harmony and positive change are the norm.